Hi everyone, and welcome back to the vlog. As we journey through this beautiful season of Advent, let's take a moment to pause and reflect on today's gospel. We're getting closer to Christmas, and now's the perfect time to prepare our hearts for the coming of Jesus. Stick around for our verse of the day. Later on, it's going to be a great inspiration for all of us. Let's dive in. Today's gospel is from Matthew 21:23-27. Here's what it says. When Jesus entered the temple, the chief priests and the elders of the people came to him as he was teaching. They asked, "By what authority are you doing these things? And who gave you this authority?" Jesus answered them, "I will also ask you one question. And if you answer it for me, then I will tell you by what authority I do these things. Where did John's baptism come from? Was it from heaven or of human origin?" They discussed it among themselves. "If we say, 'From heaven,' he will say to us, 'Then why didn't you believe him?' But if we say of human origin, we're afraid of the crowd because everyone considers John to be a prophet." So they answered Jesus, "We don't know." And he said to them, "Neither will I tell you by what authority I do these things." Today's gospel presents a moment of confrontation between Jesus and the religious leaders of his time. As Jesus teaches in the temple, the chief priests and elders demand to know, "By what authority are you doing these things? And who gave you this authority?" Their question seems straightforward, but their intentions are not. They are not seeking truth. They are trying to challenge and discredit Jesus. Yet, as he often does, Jesus responds not with a direct answer, but with a question of his own. John's baptism, where did it come from? Was it from heaven or of human origin? This question places the leaders in a dilemma. If they say John's baptism was from heaven, they would be admitting that they had rejected a messenger of God. If they say it was of human origin, they risk angering the crowd who revered John as a prophet. Their fear of public opinion traps them in silence, and they reply, "We don't know." Through this exchange, Jesus reveals their lack of sincerity and courage. They are unwilling to commit to the truth, preferring to avoid conflict or consequences. Their concern for their status and fear of others' opinions prevent them from recognizing the authority of Jesus, who stands right before them. This gospel invites us to examine our own hearts. Like the religious leaders, we may sometimes hesitate to fully trust in Jesus' authority. We question his place in our lives, or we avoid making bold decisions of faith because of fear of rejection, of failure, or of going against the crowd. Yet Jesus calls us to something deeper, a faith that acknowledges his divine authority and surrenders to his will. As we continue through Advent, this gospel challenges us to prepare our hearts, not just for the joy of Christmas, but for the lordship of Christ in our lives. He doesn't just come as a baby in the manger. He comes as the one who calls us to follow him, even when it requires courage and commitment. Let us ask ourselves, are we willing to embrace Jesus as our King? Can we trust his authority, even when it challenges us or pushes us out of our comfort zones? Today's gospel reminds us that true faith is not about having all the answers, but about being open to the truth that God reveals, even in unexpected ways. May we, unlike the leaders in the temple, be bold enough to say, "Yes, Lord, take the lead in my life." Thank you for reflecting with me today. If today's gospel has touched your heart, Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear how this resonates with you. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who needs a little encouragement today. Together, let's keep preparing for the coming of Jesus, allowing Him to lead our lives with His authority and love. Have a blessed day, and I'll see you in the next vlog. Remember, Jesus is the light that guides us in every season.